What palace of the Minoan civilization is associated with the legend of a great labyrinth? Palace of Knossos. The ancient Olympic Games in Greece were held in honor of which god? Zeus. In what areas does the spirit of the Renaissance continue to have an impact today? In art, science, education, and other fields. In Stoic philosophy, what term denotes the state of having overcome emotional disturbance? Apatheia. The military tactics of the Seleucid dynasty were heavily influenced by which culture? Macedonian-style army tactics. According to Islam, how many times a day should believers pray? 5 times. Which English Enlightenment thinker advocated the social contract and natural rights? John Locke. What was the name of the shogunate founded by Tokugawa that ruled Japan for more than 260 years? The Edo shogunate. Who was the British inventor who built the first practical steam locomotive? George Stephenson. What was the name of the Swedish scientist who laid the foundations of modern taxonomy? Linnaeus. In which year was Carthage finally destroyed by Rome? Year 146 BC. What did Hannibal choose to do to avoid being captured by Rome? He took poison and committed suicide. What is the logical method of argumentation used to reach truth? Dialectic. What was the most powerful characteristic of the Spartan army? Strong cohesion and training. In Athens, what was the fundamental right that allowed citizens to participate in politics? The right to take part in government. Which naval battle, in which the U.S. Navy decisively defeated the Japanese Navy, became the turning point of the Pacific War? The Battle of Midway. Which presidential couple in the Philippines sparked the 1986 People Power Revolution? The Marcos couple. What was the narrow pass battle in which Sparta fought bravely during the Persian Wars called? The Battle of Thermopylae. What is the name of the early exchange that led China and the United States to begin diplomatic relations? Ping-pong diplomacy. What was the 1494 treaty in which Spain and Portugal agreed to divide the New World called? The Treaty of Tordesillas. What is the title of Aristotle's work in which he systematized ethics? Nicomachean Ethics. What strategy did Germany use to gain naval superiority during World War I? Submarine warfare. Which regions are included in the Fertile Crescent, the area known as the cradle of the first civilizations? Mesopotamia. How many kings ruled Rome during the Roman kingdom period? 7. What was the name of the revolt that broke out when Antiochus IV Epiphanes persecuted the Jewish religion? The Maccabean Revolt. What is the name of the ancient Egyptian stele that provided the key to deciphering writing? Rosetta Stone. What was the agreement between the Eastern and Western blocs to enhance security and human rights in Europe? Helsinki Accords. During World War I, what was the bloc led by Germany and Austria-Hungary called? The Central Powers. What was the operation in which the Allies airlifted supplies to counter the Soviet blockade of 1948 called? The Berlin Airlift. In the five elements theory related to the five planets, what color symbolizes the Yellow River? Yellow, symbolizing the center. What was the name of the city to which Emperor Constantine moved the capital of the Roman Empire and rebuilt it? Constantinople. What was the crucial naval battle in which the Greek fleet defeated the Persian navy? The Battle of Salamis. What harsh punishment was used in the Roman army to restore discipline after mutiny or defeat? Decimation, executing 1 out of every 10 soldiers. What is the name of the philosophical doctrine that treats sensory pleasure as the supreme value? Hedonism. Who was India's first Prime Minister who led the non-aligned movement? Jawaharlal Nehru. Which Viking explorer reached North America around the year 1000? Leif Erikson. Which civilization conquered and was influenced by the Minoan civilization after its decline? Mycenaean civilization. At the end of the Roman Republic, what was the system in which 3 powerful leaders jointly ruled? The triumvirate. In ancient Greece, what was the system of roads that was maintained to enable travel between city-states? Road network. Which philosopher founded the Stoic school? Zeno of Citium. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your feedback and historical insights in the comments. Your support helps us create even more history quizzes. Let's keep exploring together.